Hello and welcome to the Interior Design Podcast. Today we're answering one of the biggest questions designers ask. Which industry events should I attend? Because let's be honest, some events are amazing and genuinely move your business forward, and others are basically a tote bag and a coffee.
So today we're breaking down the biggest and best design shows in the UK, in our opinion, what they're like, who they're for, how to network properly, and how both new designers and seasoned designers can squeeze real value out of them.
We're also recording this episode live from the O2 Intercontinental London in the suite here at the event organised by Platform Events. So the energy is high and we're in the perfect place to talk about this.
We're excited about this event, aren't we?
Yeah, we are. We're lucky enough to be back again. If you have been watching, then we were here last year. So we're grateful to be back.
Yeah, Platform Events is one of my favourite events of the year. Because I don't know, I just think that because you get to meet suppliers in like 20-minute intervals, and the same people come back every year a lot of the time, you kind of get to know people and you get to sort of trust suppliers. The team here are really lovely and they just look after you. And yeah, it's just a really good crowd and it's a really lovely venue. Like we're right next to the window on the Thames.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Right here, it's lovely. We recorded it with the Thames in the background last year, and actually the video didn't come out very good because we were facing the window.
Yeah, the
so
lighting wasn't good.
Turned the camera this year, so we're a little bit better on in terms of lighting. But yeah, I mean it's just gorgeous. We're right on the Thames, and that's where we have all our meetings, isn't it?
So, well, I'm a Platform Events virgin.
Oh, you are?
Yeah, so I'm going to pop my cherry today.
Oh. We haven't started the event yet, have we? We're in a suite. Thank you very much, Platform, to do the podcast.
The exact same suite as last year.
Exactly the same.
Really cool.
So we start at 1. So we've got a lunch, haven't we?
Yeah.
Like a networking lunch, and then we start meetings, which are like the back-to-back meetings, and for the rest of the afternoon. And then we've got like a dinner tonight.
Yeah, networking dinner where it's nice. More casual, so you can talk about whatever and get to know a lot of people, and that's really important for these events because that's where you gain them relationships and the trust and get to know them a lot better. So
I think it's so important to recognise the huge amount of work and planning and investment that goes into organising events like this as well.
Yeah, turning up to these network evenings, showing interest in the suppliers and engaging fully is a way of respecting the time, money and the effort that's been put in by the organisers and the brands who are here to support our industry.
Definitely.
Absolutely. And people have paid a lot of money to be here, you know, and made so much effort. It's really, really important that you understand that. And, you know, we get these events for free, but it's not free. Someone's got to pay for it. Those suppliers pay for it. And it's amazing that we get the opportunity to do it. But yeah, respect their time and listen to the suppliers is such an important message, I think,
to
designers and aspiring designers, especially. So they really understand that what the events how the events work, you know, it's not just free.
Yeah.
So yeah, I feel quite strongly about that because I used to be a supplier on the other side of the table. I think it really gives you a different perspective. Why events matter in interior design. So why bother with events? You know, some people don't do events anymore and they just see suppliers. But what I want to do is I want to start with why events actually matter, because designers always ask me, is this show worth it? Should I be going to this or should I be doing that?
Yeah, and the truth is your connection to everything within this industry.
Yeah, you can't design in isolation. You need suppliers, you need to see the materials and understand what's innovating in the industry.
Yeah, and for new designers, events are the fastest way to grow your confidence and grow your network. For established designers, though, events are where relationships deepen and ideas spark and you stay ahead of the trends. And that's really important. The part of it is making sure you've got the latest products. If you're not going to events, you're not going to be doing that. And not as well as if you were doing events.
And plus, you get out of the office for a day and pretend it's research. So
it's a very good event, and it doesn't. And for designers, for a design practice, it's free, and it's it's great. It's good team building for us, isn't it? When we're out doing stuff, and you know, having dinner with people we don't know. And, you know, it's lovely. It's like being thrown in the deep end for some people.
So one of the shows is called Decorex. This is the UK's luxury design show. Decorex is a sophisticated, polished, beautifully curated, and it's packed with high-end suppliers. It's the event where you see craftsmanship up close.
Yeah, it's the show where you learn through touching materials like fabrics, veneers, natural stones, lighting, textures, things you can't really understand online.
Who's it for? It's for established designers wanting high quality suppliers, or it's for new designers wanting to understand what good design looks like.
Why it matters. It sets the tone for the design year. And if you want to understand luxury, go to Decorex. So if you're working in high-end residential, high-end anything, or you want to see those real innovative things, Decorex is amazing for that. Another show that we go to is Hicks, Hospitality's Essential Show. And what's it like? It's moody lighting, curated stands, lots of innovation, new products before they're in the UK market. It's lots to do. It used to be called Sleep, didn't it, Hicks?
Oh, did it?
I think so.
Oh.
And it used to be quite hotel orientated, and they changed it to Hicks. It might just be on at the same time, and I just think it's Sleep,
Taking
but
over,
Sleep's
yeah.
not there anymore. So Hicks has then taken over, but I think it's because it's not just about hotels. So there's a lot of lot of hotel orientated things at Hicks, isn't there?
I mean, and let's be honest, Hicks is very sexy.
Yes.
Who's it for? I mean, it's for hospitality designers, anyone designing hotels, bars, or restaurants, or even new designers wanting to specialize.
Why it matters. You see real hospitality grade products, not domestic ranges pretending to be contract. And I think that's really important when we're putting or when you're specifying products into the hospitality range.
Yeah, it's the most focused event for hospitality in the UK. And as a design practice, Harp Design is a commercial focused design practice. So we've got in our library, we've got mainly things that meet the fire regulations for commercial. So, you know, it's really good if you're designing hotels, and if you are doing that, you should be at Hicks every year, really.
Yeah, we definitely recommend it. It's really helpful for us, like Hayley said, because we work within the commercial sector.
Clerkenwell Design Week.
One of our favourites.
It is.
I'm going to try and get to see Clerkenwell Design Week this year, because I was so gutted. I was in the basement, weren't you? Solus doing loads of podcasts. I'm going to do the podcast from Havwoods this year, and I'm going to do it the day before Clerkenwell Design Week starts. And then I'm going to keep the podcast equipment set up overnight, because there won't be anyone there. And then I'll have the equipment there in the morning.
Nice. Okay.
And then I'll do it a little bit in the morning, and then I'll go and see
some things. For Clerkenwell Design Week, the whole area becomes one big design festival, doesn't it? We had so much fun last time.
It's like a design parade, isn't it?
And the showrooms open their doors, workshops everywhere. You get free drinks, live talks, tours. It's really kind of interactive, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a real vibe. I mean, if we're lucky enough, because we are in the UK, we get some sunshine, but you walk around the city having coffee with good music, meeting people and seeing old faces, and just getting reminded of some of the suppliers you may have not seen in a while, and seeing some of their new products.
Yeah, I love Clerkenwell Design Week. I always end up catching up with some new faces and old.
Yeah.
And we end up in, what's that pub called? And what's the street where Havwoods is? I don't know what the name of the street is. Where Havwoods is, there's a pub pretty much opposite. And literally, if it's not raining, everybody's outside the pub, and the whole street is just like
the designers and suppliers take over, don't they?
It's so nice. I love it.
So who's Clerkenwell Design Week for? It's for every designer, isn't it? Especially early career designers wanting to explore more, but also, you know, established designers that want to kind of connect with people again. It's really fun.
It's for anyone really. I know a family friend that went, and she didn't realize that I was there, and she said it was just beautiful and amazing to get an insight into what the whole Clerkenwell Design Week is. So it can be a really educational and amazing kind of event. to go to. So we definitely recommend that, especially if you're one of them people who don't like to be stuck inside doing meetings and you're more of a explorer, etc. Then we definitely recommend that, because you go down different roads and alleys and you just walk into random showrooms that you didn't even realize were there. So it's amazing.
I think as well, Clerkenwell in itself, you can just walk around Clerkenwell, even if it's not design week, and see some amazing stuff and go to all the showrooms.
Definitely.
And it's a lot of designers are actually based in that area because of that, and because they've got easy access to all the suppliers very close.
And it's not time pressured, is it?
No.
So you don't have to have a complete schedule. I mean, if you want to let some of old faces know that you're going to come and visit, that's a really good idea. But yeah, it's really relaxed, which can be really good for people who are starting out in their career.
Yeah, it's relaxed, but also one of the most energetic events.
Yeah.
And you learn without even trying, kind of going into the showrooms and touching everything. It's really good fun.
And I mean, if you like Prosecco, like these who definitely love Prosecco, then I would definitely go.
We were talking to a girl yesterday, weren't we? Bethan, who came into the studio, and she came in to see what we do, see if that's what she wants to do with her career. And one of the things that we recommended was go to Clerkenwell Design Week, because just network. You'd meet other design practices, you'll meet suppliers, you could speak to suppliers about who should I talk to and try and get in the industry. You know, and I think that one of the things we said wasn't it, is there's a lot of competition when you apply for an interior design job, and
just sending in your CV.
And if you don't have and especially if you don't have a degree, so if you wanted to network with designers, that's probably a really good place to start.
Absolutely.
People.
Yeah, I mentioned that to her, and I said, even if you're a bit nervous, they do a lot of people do events for up and coming designers, and especially, like I said, with Clerkenwell, it's so relaxed. So even if you're not a designer and you just love art and want to see the atmosphere of the whole show, it's
book into a workshop. You can do that, can't you? And they do them all throughout the day, don't they? All the suppliers.
Yeah, I think that I think that it would be a good place to go if you owned a hotel or a restaurant or somewhere where you're refurbing or you're choosing something. It's a really good place to just go and find everything. Just you can find flooring and tiling, all of it.
There's I personally really love art, and I love specifying art, and it's really nice because when we were last at Clerkenwell, and we recently just had a meeting with her to see her new products, her brand name is called October, and she does amazing art, and it's really immersive as well. I mean, if you want to check out their website, they have this it's kind of like a chessboard in a sense, and you move the words to what you're feeling.
It's like magnetic, isn't it?
Yeah, it's just an amazing event, and you meet so many new people, and if you're definitely into art and everything like that, I would 100% recommend it.
Yeah, big thumbs up for Clerkenwell.
Big thumbs up. We love Clerkenwell Design Week.
So the next one is High Design in Greece, which you've been to, but we haven't, have we?
No, we haven't.
This year. You have to speak to them, see if you can get in this year.
But Hayley, you really enjoyed that, didn't you?
Yeah, really enjoyed that. It's so High Design is really similar to platform events. So what you do is you have 20-minute meetings, or sort of short meetings, a lot of them. And I think we did 2 whole days, which was quite a lot. And you kind of think, oh yeah, it's just going to be in Greece, but actually you're inside in a little box room all day and all night.
That's why you got up at 4 o'clock and did yoga, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, why wouldn't you?
And it was hosted by Hamish Kilburn, who is an absolutely beautiful human being.
Yeah.
And it was just lovely. It was just in the sun. It was nice and warm. We had two full days, but I did get like an hour to go and put my bikini on and just lie in the sun for a little while. It was lovely.
With the towel over your head whilst working on your laptop.
Probably,
I think it's the picture that we received. So who's it for?
So it's for senior designers, business owners, or anyone wanting international connections. So they're if any designers want to work abroad, or if they're wanting suppliers from abroad. So I met an amazing company called Eco Zero there last year, and they've got this genius, really simple ceiling tile, which every designer needs to know about if they have to go into a commercial property and hide the ceiling tiles. These things from Eco Zero, Richard is the person you need to speak to from there. They've got like little hooks that go into the ceiling, so it goes into a grid ceiling, but then it looks like a flat ceiling. So it's still accessible, which is why people have grid ceilings, but it doesn't look ugly like a grid ceiling does, and they're not that expensive. So they're more expensive than a grid ceiling, but they're not as expensive as replastering the ceiling. So, you know, it's kind of like this happy medium. And they're all made out of recycled plastic bottles. So sorry, plug Eco Zero, please. Everyone have a look at it if you need some ceiling tiles. But yeah, why it matters, you get uninterrupted time with suppliers. You can have drinks with them in the evening. And I met Richard there and we had a drink in the evening, and then we kind of like got to know each other a little bit, which was really nice, because then I specified him on a project afterwards.
We've just put him into a project.
We've just put him into a hotel project. Not the ceiling tiles, unfortunately, because they got value engineered out, but we've got some panels on the walls and they're acoustic, so they look really good.
Amazing.
And it's also really good to, if you've been doing interior design for a while, to branch out and meet suppliers that are abroad, because you get to see their design style, which might be different from what we're used to in the UK. So definitely, if you've been doing it for a while, we'd recommend doing something like that, because you meet so many different people.
It's just a really lovely, relaxed vibe as well. Everyone's enjoying themselves, you know, it's really nice.
And one of our favorites, which we are so grateful to be at, is Platform Events, the event we are at today. So what's it like? It's small, intimate, curated. It's definitely quality over quantity. We love this event. So we sit on one side of the table and a supplier will come and sit on the other side. And we have about, 10 minutes, 15 minutes
about 15
to talk to them and get to know them and tell us about their products, which is amazing if you want to learn more about it. We also love seeing old faces.
It sounds quite refreshing. Obviously, I haven't done it, but it seems like I'm not going to get too overwhelmed with people everywhere, and you just kind of get down and focus with that person.
And there's normally
please tell me that's true.
that's true. That is, you hit the nail on the head. And there's normally people who are like showcasing their stuff, so you can sort of see some products, but then you have your table and you can sit down with the person, the supplier. So you have your own table and at Platform Events, and then the supplier comes to you. Whereas at High Design, it's the same kind of format, but the suppliers have their own table.
Okay.
And I actually prefer the other way. Sorry, Phil, but I prefer the other way, because they can have all their stuff laid out on the table, and they can like,
rather than with like a coat and opening it up. Being like, this is what I sell.
Well, sometimes they, like Hayley said, they set up in just a little bit of another area, just like a walk away, and they come over and get us, and that was really cool. We met a really cool company last year, and Hayley did do a podcast with them. They were Sustainable Yarns. We met them last year because they had their little table set up with all of their products. So what they did when we had a meeting with them, they came over to us and said, would you like to walk over to here? And that was really cool. So that's a example of meeting some people within the industry and connecting with them and eventually using them within design.
And what you do for Platform, you request who you want to see, don't you? And then they kind of match make you, the event organizers match make you to that. To your...
So because it's matchmaking, you meet suppliers that generally fit those type of projects that you're working on. So if someone looks at your, you know, if someone's doing, for example, if someone's doing high-end residential and it's quite a sort of bespoke product, it probably wouldn't fit what we're doing. So they wouldn't want to see us. And we might think that they're the right people for us, and then they're not. So and Platform Events, the team who put it together are really good at kind of putting you together with the right suppliers. I've used IBL, Charlie from IBL. I met here.
How did you?
In the bar.
Of course.
Obviously.
Where's Charlie?
But yeah, no, it's lovely. So who's it for?
I mean, I think it's for busy designers, designers wanting meaningful conversations, and people who hate massive crowded shows. I mean, I'm definitely one of them people where I get overwhelmed at crowded shows. So to have a timetable and to have that 15-minute slot, I really appreciate. Um, and especially if, for instance, like Hayley said, if I'm working on a project and I feel that I need to focus on a certain sector within it, for instance, if I needed a different flooring company, then if I tick that box and say that I want to see more flooring, they'll set that up for me. So it's really good if you're struggling maybe with a little bit of design and wanting to meet new people. But definitely, if you do get overwhelmed within these crowded spaces, that this can be a lot more easygoing.
So you leave with like real contacts rather than 400 brochures that you'll never look at again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they give you this book, and if you can see on YouTube, this is the book that they give you, and inside here is amazing. So it gives you all the suppliers, and I have for years kept these books and gone, oh, who's that guy with the yellow jumper or whatever, like the guy with the moustache, or I can remember what someone looks like, but I can't necessarily remember the company name. So I quite often go, I remember it was at that event, and then I'll find the book,
Yeah,
and then
you
I'll
write
find
notes.
the person.
You write notes on their page as well, don't
Yeah.
you? Yeah, it's really helpful.
It's really helpful. And you get like all the suppliers and all the buyers in there as well. And I was just having a look at our project. So this is what they've given us this morning. And we've got 11 meetings this afternoon from 1:20 until 6 o'clock. So you kind of like, it is you do get a lot done.
Yeah.
Like you find out an awful lot of stuff. So it's really, really, like for busy designers, it's really, really good, a really good way of meeting a lot of suppliers really, really fast and getting to know them.
And as well, like we said at the beginning, the event organizers are so amazing in putting this whole event together. They are really thoughtful and they think about everything. And if you have any concerns, you can go up to them and they will help you as much as they can. So it's definitely a very thought out networking event.
Scarlett and I have both got intolerances, and we're a bit awkward when it comes to food, and they've been brilliant, haven't they?
They
really
managed
good.
that completely. Like when we were here last year, one of the ladies who was amazing, she came over with a massive bag and said, "This is all free from stuff." So they really take your needs into consideration, and they match you up perfectly. It's like speed dating.
It is.
Well done. Well done, platform.
Well done, platform.
Thank you so much.
And thank you for sponsoring us today.
Yeah.
Sponsors of the podcast today.
Other shows are the Surface Design Show in London.
So the Surface Design Show is focused entirely on materials. It's perfect for early career designers and amazing for learning sustainability needs.
Yeah, sustainability conversations here are solid. Lots of real innovation. It's a good show.
It is. So then you've got Design London, Material Matters, which is contemporary and exciting, emerging designers and fresh talent.
It feels very cool and modern. Great if you're into future thinking design. We have also got Future Build, which is at the XL London.
That's all about sustainable building systems, architectural materials, and real technical education. Brilliant if you want to understand building performance or sustainability properly.
And then you've got 100% Design, or London Design Fair, which is large, diverse, vibrant, great for early career designers as well. And you'll come away feeling creatively recharged at that one.
Definitely.
You've got the Independent Hotel Show, which is at London Olympia, boutique hotel suppliers, small independent brands and hospitality insights. You have to pay to get in if you're not a designer or a hotel owner. So it's quite an exclusive place to go as a designer.
But we definitely recommend it. I mean, if you have got the money for it, or even if you've got
no,
a
but
connection.
interior designers don't pay.
No, I mean, if you're a new designer and you're wanting to look more into, like, you're very early in your career and you want to learn a little bit more, obviously you have to pay, but we would recommend it. Or even if you know someone within the industry, maybe they could help you get a pass.
Yeah, I don't know. They probably would sponsor students, I would imagine. I'm not sure. You'd have to have a little Google of that to find out. But if you design hotels, it's just a brilliant show.
Yeah.
Really,
Absolutely.
really good. The other shows that we do are hotel, restaurant, and catering shows, and they've got a lot of interior stuff in there. It's huge HRC, isn't it?
Yeah.
Hotel, restaurant, catering. So you kind of, as a designer, you wouldn't want to go around the whole show
No.
unless you want to eat lots of food, because the food is brilliant.
Mhm.
And you have loads of sample food.
Yeah.
But, we've designed the stage, haven't we, there?
Yeah.
But this year we're going to be doing No
I
Vacancy.
know, we should talk about that a little bit, shouldn't we?
Yeah. Well, No Vacancy London is a show in Australia that is one of the biggest hotel shows in Australia for the whole country. And they've expanded into the UK. So it's about the same time as the HRC. So we've decided to do No Vacancy this year. And we're designing the main stage. And we've got a stand next to the stage, and we've got loads of suppliers that are kind of going in, and we're also designing the hotel room of the future, which is really exciting.
So exciting.
And the amount of the actual speakers at the show are unreal. Like, so they're all hotel owners, international, really, really good speakers. I was so impressed when I saw the lineup, which is why we wanted to do that show. And it's free entry. So whereas at HRC probably, I don't think it is for.
I think it is up until a certain point, and then if you arrive on the day, I think you have to pay, don't you?
I think. But if you're fans of the podcast, we definitely recommend coming along. So
it's February.
Are the stage and the hotel room in the future, and also we are doing a podcast on one of the stage, so you can come watch that and see what we have to talk about.
That's the 25th and 26th of February.
Yeah, something like that.
Not too sure. It's something like that.
It's at the end of February.
Yeah.
Have a little Google No Vacancy London at the Excel, and you'll see that. So how should designers network at events? So networking isn't about selling. It's about becoming memorable. And it's really intimidating, isn't it? If you've never done it before, like, especially when you're not that confident. Like, it's really hard to walk into a room of people you don't know and say hi. I mean, I'm seasoned at it, but when I first started doing it, I shit my pants.
You network everywhere we go, don't you? Like anywhere, if we're on a night out, you go for it. But Scarlett, have you got any tips for networking?
I mean, that's one thing that I can definitely talk about. I mean, when I started out, I was obviously a little bit younger, so I went to my first networking event with Hayley, and it can really help, obviously, having someone to look up to and watch. So I learned about just saying hello first. It can be really helpful. Everyone's there for the same thing, to network. So even if you go up to a random person, just say, hi, my name is, and what do you do? Just get that out of the way, because you've just got to remember that everyone is there for the exact same reasons as you. Ask about their products. I mean, definitely take notes on your phone, so then you can remember, because you're going to meet so many people. Definitely follow up on LinkedIn if you have a LinkedIn account. If not, it would be really useful to create one, and then you can connect with them and meet up with them within the future if you need anything. And definitely thank people afterwards, just to show your appreciation for their time and their effort. And don't be weird about freebies. Take them proudly. We have got so many freebies in our office. I have got a massive Olive bag behind my desk, and I keep it there always to remind me that they are one of my favorite brands. So yeah, take them proudly, so then you can always remember to specify them.
Do you have anything to add to that?
Oh, networking. I mean, I think that, like what you said, that hello, like it's really scary, but once you start doing it, if you're quite a personable person or a friendly person, it becomes easy after a while. Once you've been doing it and you've done a few, do you find it easy now? You've been doing it 4 years.
Yeah, I find it a lot more easier now. I think the one thing that I had, because I'd always be scared of going, oh, what if I run out of things to talk about? And how do I just go up and say hello? But the thing is, when you start to do it so much, you start to see faces that you remember. Then you can go up to them and obviously say hello, and then they'll introduce you to people. So the one thing that I always just remember is that even walking into an event by myself is just go up to someone random and just say hello, and then say, what do you do? That's something that I definitely learned from Hayley, and that I've always brought with me moving forward.
Don't drink too much,
Yeah.
which is probably something that I need to be told a bit every now and then. I'm telling myself that tonight. One glass of wine, Hayley.
But
It's
you want to
all
be,
you're having.
you want to be remembered the right reasons.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Here, Scarlett.
Yeah.
And, you know, and if you don't, you know, if you have a few too many and, you know, move on and go and do the next one and learn from it, you know. And
But also,
yeah.
something to remember is you do not need to drink for these events.
No.
You do not need to drink to add that confidence. It's all about a learning curve and getting used to going up to people, and then each time it will get easier and easier.
And just enjoy it, like really enjoy it. Like
Mhm.
I love it. I just really enjoy going to networking events and stuff like that. It's like social for me. So
You're going to find people that you connect with. I
Yeah.
mean, I hope you don't mind me saying, Hayley, you had an amazing friend, and unfortunately, she passed away. But you
Yeah.
met her at a networking event,
Leela,
and
yeah.
you always said that you were so grateful for that networking because you got to see her, see what she had to bring to the business. So you meet such incredible, memorable
Yeah.
people that are actually going to stick with you throughout your whole career.
Yeah, Leela worked for a company called Elegant Clutter, and I'm still in touch with the company. And every time I had a project, I just would kind of ring her because I'd want to speak to her, you know, and go, oh my God, I've got this project, and oh my God, can we do this? And it was just, she was my friend, you know.
That's because you connected with her.
Yeah.
And you find you find your people when you are there. Like we have so many lovely and people that we have met through this business that we will just go out and talk to normally now, and that is a example of that with Hayley's friend who she met, and she made a really big impact on your life and your career, didn't she?
Yeah, she did. Yeah, I miss her.
Oh. So for advice for new designers attending events, as we've discussed, your first few events can be intimidating, but go with like a learning mindset. So kind of what tips and hints would you give to people for that?
Definitely ask questions. If someone is just talking about a random legislation, or for instance, if they say something like LRV and you don't know what LRV is, just ask them, because then you are going to learn. I've definitely learned from that. I mean, I used to just think, no, I'm not going to ask because they'll think I'm stupid for not knowing. But then I'm actually learning and getting more knowledge on the subject and things for future projects and for my career in the future. So definitely make sure you ask them questions. No question is stupid or silly. It is a question, it's important to you, and you're learning from it.
Yeah, no such thing as a stupid question.
Absolutely.
Yeah, 100%.
This is something that we all do, touching everything.
We do.
We like
Touch
touching
everything.
I mean, if someone has some materials or products and they bring them over,
Touch it.
have a little feel, because you want to know what you're specifying and you want to know if you like it. So whenever someone comes into the office, a supplier, we always, the first thing we do go is, wow, let me feel that.
We're like children, aren't we?
We are.
Yeah. I think they do some really good talks, and I think this no vacancy one that's coming up will be a really, really good one, where there'll be some really educational talks for people to learn about the industry and things like that. So I'm really excited about that one. But yeah, no, there's always talks, or there's always learnings, especially at the big events.
Yeah.
And they do have like lots of little networking things. So look at the website of the event and
The
see
whole
what's
itinerary of
going
it.
on, and maybe book yourself into some of the talks.
Yeah.
One thing that's important for people that are a little bit nervous going to these events, like I said earlier, is just introduce yourself. If you don't know how to start a conversation, just go over and say, like I said, hi, my name is, and I'm from. So that's always, just start with that if you get anxious.
Worked for Eminem, didn't it?
Yeah, it did. It did.
I'm completely confused.
He sang a song.
About?
Hi, my name is. My name is.
Okay, I can't now feel really stupid for not getting that.
No questions, a silly question.
Exactly.
So yeah, don't pretend you know everything,
Mhm.
because designers will never know everything. I've been in the industry for over 20 years. I do not know everything. I don't know everything about all the products. the best thing to do is collaborate with the suppliers, and they will love teaching you. They'll love helping you, you know, and if you ask for their advice, they know their product better than you will ever know it because they make it. So lean on that and make sure that, you know, they'll really enjoy teaching you about stuff. So don't be afraid of that.
Why should established designers keep attending events?
Because you never stop learning. And as I said, even after 20 years, I don't know everything about everything. And to be able to learn from other people is so important. And trends evolve, fire regs change, the law changes. Sustainability is huge at the moment.
Massive.
That is moving so quickly. And you strengthen long-term relationships, you stay relevant. It's so important to even if you just go to one a year, do something like platform. If I did one event a year, I would do this because it's efficient. Like I love efficient. I like doing things fast. So yeah, it's efficient. And if you haven't got much time, just take a couple of days out and go, right, once a year, and then you're done.
So worth it.
Yeah, absolutely.
And sometimes you just need that creative reset, don't you? So that can be
it does. Yeah, it does. If you come away from your environment just for a couple of days, it really helps. Like it is team building. Like the three of us are here, and usually there's just two people from a company, but there can be more if your business is bigger. So it's a really lovely event to attend. I'm still bigging up platform. Thank you, platform.
Thank you.
We love you.
We do. Love.
So that wraps up today's episode. A huge thank you to Platform Events and the O2 Intercontinental Hotel for hosting us at this beautiful venue and in this beautiful suite. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Please like, subscribe and follow. We're on all the socials, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook and YouTube. And if you'd like to see the episode, you can watch it on YouTube as well. Thank you for listening.
Thank you.
Take care.